Best Buy won't be carrying any more physical media in 2024. For those who care, for collectors, which at this point, like if you're buying physical media, it's probably because you're a collector. It's not because it's the only way to watch the movie.
Yes.
But that means no more exclusive steel books. So end of that era. Best Buy steel books.
Yeah.
This is pretty notable. This ceasing of physical media extends to their online sales. So you can't buy Blu-rays from bestbuy.com anymore either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do you think they'll just phase out a lot of special, because I don't know anything about buying Blu-rays nowadays. So I'm guessing you just have to go on Amazon, huh?
Well, you hit upon, I think, the correct conclusion, which is like, so if the last major retailer that's kind of known for that, of course, you'll probably still see a few in Target. You'll probably still see a few in Walmart. But after that, like, the question is, are major releases, because I think it's still true that every major release has a physical release with it, even if it's not selling like crazy. But is that just going to completely stop? Is this just going to be the end of physical media, period? And I'd say probably for a while.
I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. And this is the next phase. Yeah, I remember going trolling Best Buy because you'd find a lot of weird DVDs there. I remember back.
There were like aisles and aisles of them.
There were aisles and aisles, and you would find like weird as shit. Like I remember I would find like weird anime. Like I wasn't into anime, but there'd be like, you'd see the boxes, you'd be like, oh, this looks weird and interesting. And yeah, it was a different time. You could find a bunch of stuff in that garbage heap. And yeah, now it's end of an era.
Well, it makes me wonder, like, what would bring me into a Best Buy at this point? Like, why the hell? I mean, I already was not really going, but if ever I did step into a Best Buy, it probably was to browse the Blu-rays. And I mean, the only other reason I might go is like the off time that I need to buy like a Roku or a TV. But again, I could go to a department store for that. I mean, really, what's the future of this store?
Yeah, last time I went to like Best Buy was actually to look at their arcade one-ups.
Oh yeah, which I don't see that. No, they do still have them, but the last few times I've been in Walmart, they're all gone. Because I think it's like the Peloton thing. Remember, like Peloton was selling like crazy during COVID. Then everybody that ever would buy a Peloton got one, and then like there's no more sales. It kind of reached like market saturation or whatever. I think I have it with Arcade One Up. Anybody who was interested got one. Yeah.
And modded it if they wanted to, and then they're done.
Yeah. They really should have. Don't you think it would, like, the next way to get it into more homes, Arcade One-Ups, would be to sell them in a mode that's like very flexible for modding. So you could advertise, like, put your own computer in it. Connect your own media to it. Connect a laptop to it. Whatever. So like they wouldn't be selling the fact that like you should play ROMs on this, but they totally would be, make it easy.
Yeah. It's like the Chinese handhelds, It's like when you see the advertised on Amazon, those Chinese handhelds, they always have like some stock photo of it looks like a Xbox One game or something.
Yeah,
but it's like something you could never play.
Who knows what you play?
Who knows? We don't know. Even though it literally comes with a SD card full of like Nintendo ROMs.
Lately, I've noted like, so I'm the kind of guy that clears badges on his iPhone, and so whenever I launch Facebook, it really wants to like show me Facebook Marketplace stuff. So I reflexively push the button just to kind of make the notification go away, and then I'm treated to like, did you know that if you travel to Peabody, Mass, you can pick up all these VHSs or you can pick up all these NES games or whatever? And it keeps showing me things like, you've always wanted one of those NES-inspired Game Boy Advances, haven't you? Here's one right here. Or you've always wanted a Game Gear of your very own, haven't you? Or a Sega Nomad. They were selling a Sega Nomad box, just the box, for like $200. It's like, Jesus.
You know what Facebook Marketplace used to always advertise to me?
What?
The Disney Song of the South.
Whoa.
Just like a bootleg version of Disney's Song of the South. And it wouldn't be just one listing. It would be multiple listings. And I'm like, what are you trying to say about me?
Do you know who would like this? EJ Massa. Oh no.
Oh, Uncle Remus. But it was just like the most random thing, and it would be multiple listings.
That's
And I'd
really
be like,
strange.
why is this? And it was like bootleg for Blu-rays.
Oh, the Blu-ray.
Like,
I was wondering if like if somebody ever took the time to make a bootleg VHS and put it in the Disney clamshell, try to make it look as official as possible.
but I also I see a lot of Facebook marketplaces, mostly for like CRTs and stuff. But I think I have enough CRTs.
They show me a lot of CRTs, and lately they've been showing me a lot of floor model CRTs, like the 1986.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
we're the same idiot.
Same idiot. Yeah, to that algorithm.
And I did see the floor model TVs, and I was like, maybe.
Where could that go in the house? Let's see.
You can put something on top of it. It's got the name.
Well, honey, think about it. We'd be getting more space. How?
You could use it as a shelf.
Well, think about it. One of these flat fucking TVs. Let me try to put a drink on it. Nothing. Falls right off. One of these sturdy floor models. We could put our futures on it.
We could put a VCR with a doily underneath it.
Just like when we were children. Just like when we were happy. We could put the children's toys on it, like an NES. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to ask you about, just to tie up the Best Buy thing. I feel I still have this mindset, man, where I'm like, if there's no archival version of the thing, and I don't consider like electronic copies to be archival versions of anything, unless it was on some kind of optical media, whether it's like a, I don't know, a hard drive that was graded for that sort of thing with multiple copies specially kept. But if there's no archival version of the thing, does it even really exist? Like if I make a movie, if you and I spend the whole summer making a movie and we work our balls off on it and we edit it and it's great, we're super proud of it. And the only way you can watch it is online. And it goes away if it's not online. Like, I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I think it's different. It's definitely different because, let's talk about One Piece. There was like a scene in One Piece where there was an obvious like goof. Like one of the props looked like it bent into like make it look like it's obviously plastic when it was supposed to be metal.
Yeah.
And people were pointing it out. They're having a laugh at it. The next week, it was fixed. They went back and they digitally fixed it.
Wow.
So it's like you don't even know if you're watching the same thing.
Yeah,
like they're just gonna be
movies.
They're just gonna be tweaking it the whole time until like it's something different.
George Lucas's future realized.
I mean, yeah. If he could have just released it and nobody would know, maybe it would have been better.
I heard recently he did something with Empire Strikes Back that I had never heard of before. You think by now you knew all of them, but at the end of Empire, when Luke and Leia are on the medical frigate and the Falcon is there, he wanted to, like, I guess in the theatrical version, or maybe for like a little while in the theatrical version, they never showed I want to say the Falcon compared to the medical frigate. So you didn't get a sense of scale. And then like he inserted, like they did a special shot to show the scale. And he like inserted that into like a very soon after release of the movie.
We re-shot that sequence when the film was eventually released in 35 millimeter. Apparently nobody knew that it had a new ending. It was really different from the first one. It explained the relationship between the Falcon and the frigate.
So when they do like the despecialized version of the movie, I'm always like, well, how despecialized? Because there's like been a lot of iterations,
Yeah, and like, do you get rid of some of the things like some of the matte fixes they did in the super special editions, like where they made like the transparencies go away and some things?
Because we all like that, like, don't
we? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's something that was actually like fixed for the better.
Yeah.
But do they just are they purist? I don't remember what Harmy did in those despecialized versions, but
I saw something really cool today. Somebody did, I don't know if it was AI art or what, but I don't think it was. It was Sebastian Shaw, the guy who played Vader with the helmet off in Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
They took like a young image of him and they took a young image of Alec Guinness. and they've designed them the way that Anakin and Obi-Wan look like in the prequels, but made it like black and white. And they're like, this could be a young Obi-Wan and Anakin. It was fucking cool.
Yeah, I saw that too. Because we get served the same things.
Yeah. Floor model TVs and, that shit.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.